Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. In today's video, we are going to discuss the secret economy of bartering, explained and applied. And if I give you value today, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's face it, folks, the world's a crazy place. We've gotten used to supermarkets overflowing with food and a dollar bill being good for, well, something. But history teaches us that civilization is a pretty thin veneer. What happens when the trucks stop rolling, the power goes out, and that dollar bill is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine? We go back to basics. We barter. Bartering is the oldest form of commerce known to man. Before money, there was trade. You had something I needed, and we'd work out a deal. Simple. In a post-collapse world, where supply chains crumble and money loses its value, bartering becomes essential for survival. It's about communities coming together, relying on each other's skills and resources to make it through. Think about it. You might have a pantry full of canned goods, but what happens when that runs out? You need someone who can grow food, fix a broken pipe, or provide medical attention. That's where barter comes in. Your skills and resources become your currency. This isn't about some dystopian fantasy. It's about being prepared for any eventuality. It's about understanding the timeless principles of community and resourcefulness. It's about knowing how to trade your way out of a jam when the going gets tough. In a world without money, your most valuable asset is your ability to work. The more practical your skills, the better you'll eat. Forget about that fancy art history degree. We're talking about skills that keep people fed, sheltered, and safe. Need proof? Look at a mechanic. They keep engines running. In a grid-down situation, they're more valuable than a lawyer arguing over parking tickets. Farmers? They're the backbone of any society, collapse or not. Doctors, nurses, carpenters, plumbers. These are the people who'll be in high demand. But it's not just about specialized trades. Basic skills like gardening, cooking, sewing, and even basic construction become incredibly valuable. Knowing how to build a fire, purify water, or even just tell a good story to keep spirits up. These are all assets in a barter economy. Remember, folks, a strong back and a willingness to learn are worth their weight in gold, or, chickens, when the world turns upside down. Let's talk food, shall we? Because when the going gets tough, the stomach starts rumbling. Canned goods and freeze-dried meals are great for short-term emergencies, but they won't last forever. That's where seeds and staple crops come in. Seeds are literally the gift that keeps on giving. A packet of heirloom seeds can provide you with years of fresh fruits, vegetables, and grains. Knowing how to save seeds from your harvest means you'll have a renewable food source year after year. Staple crops like beans, rice, potatoes, and corn are nutritional powerhouses and relatively easy to grow. They can be stored for long periods, making them ideal for bartering. Imagine this. You've got a bumper crop of potatoes, but you're running low on firewood. Your neighbor, a skilled woodcutter, is eyeing those spuds with envy. Barter in action. Food security is essential, and having the means to grow your own is like having a gold mine in your backyard. We'd all like to think we'll be healthy as horses when the world goes haywire, but that's not realistic. Accidents happen, people get sick, and when there's no 911 to call, you better be prepared. Basic first aid supplies are a must-have, such as bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, the works. But think beyond the everyday boo-boos. Antibiotics, antidiarrheals, and rehydration salts. These are lifesavers in a crisis. And don't forget about knowledge. Knowing basic first aid, how to treat common ailments, or even having a well-stocked herbal medicine cabinet will be skills worth their weight in gold. Remember, a healthy community is a strong community. Having the means to treat illnesses and injuries not only ensures your own well-being, but also makes you a valuable asset to others. Tools of the trade and survival. Essential equipment. Forget fancy gadgets. We're talking about the tools our grandparents relied on. Axes, saws, hammers, nails, shovels, knives, rope, fishing gear, you know the basics. These tools are essential for building shelter, repairing equipment, growing food, and defending yourself. In a barter economy, a sturdy axe or a well-made knife could be the difference between a warm meal and an empty stomach. A good quality tool is an investment in your survival and a valuable commodity. Think about it. A broken water pipe can turn into a major crisis. But if you've got the tools and the know-how to fix it, you're a hero. And heroes, my friends, eat well in a barter economy. Cleanliness and sanitation is also key in a survival situation. We like to think we're above it, but let's be honest, sanitation is often the first thing to go in a crisis. No running water, no toilets flushing, it gets nasty fast. Soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, bleach, feminine hygiene products, these aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Knowing how to make your own soap or build a composting toilet, these are invaluable skills. Keeping warm and carrying on, fuel and light sources. When the grid goes down, so do the creature comforts. No more flicking a switch for light or heat. Suddenly, knowing how to start a fire or light a kerosene lamp becomes a matter of life and death. Firewood, lighters, matches, candles, kerosene, propane, these are essential for staying warm, cooking food, and purifying water. But think beyond the basics. Solar panels, hand crank radios, and even a good old-fashioned wood-burning stove, these can make all the difference. Imagine this, a harsh winter descends, and you're the only one with a working wood stove and a stockpile of firewood. People will be lining up to barter for your warmth and light. The sharp end of the stick. Security and self-defense. Let's not sugarcoat it. When society breaks down, so does law and order. Protecting yourself and your resources becomes paramount. Now, I'm not advocating violence, but being prepared for the worst is just common sense. Basic self-defense skills, a firearm and ammunition, if you're comfortable with them, and pepper spray. These can deter opportunists and keep you safe. But remember, the best defense is often a good offense. Building a strong community, establishing trust with your neighbors, and working together for mutual protection, these are the most effective ways to stay safe in a post-collapse world. Knowledge is power, the enduring value of information. In a world without Google, the ability to access and share information becomes incredibly valuable. Books on first aid, gardening, mechanics, building, these become prized possessions. But it's not just about technical skills. Maps, compasses, and weather forecasting guides, these help you navigate your environment and make informed decisions. And don't underestimate the power of stories. Know local history and survival techniques passed down through generations. This knowledge can be the difference between thriving and just surviving. Remember, information is power. In a barter economy, the ability to access, share, and utilize knowledge is a valuable commodity. So brush up on those essential skills, crack open a book, and be ready to learn from those around you. We are about to wrap up today's video, but first, please leave any thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Please also note that this video was a general overview of bartering and an introduction to the concept. This next video in the top left-hand corner of your screen is a deeper dive into the principles of bartering. In that video, we will be discussing specific items that you should gather in your prepper journey in bartering, as these items will be priceless after a societal collapse. Enjoy that next video, and thanks for stopping by the channel today. It's appreciated.